We already, in previous presentations, distinguished one important vector, which is the vector 0. And here in this presentation, I will talk about other important vectors, which are called base vectors. Here is one of them, I. It's the coordinates of the head of the vector is 1, 0. And the other is along the y-axis. And why they are so important? So we can represent each vector in the plane as a combination. We call it a linear combination of the two vectors of I and j. For example, this here, u, is twice amount of I. So this is this vector plus 1 amount of j plus this vector. So here's an example. So u in this case is 2 times I plus 1 times j. And we can write u as a common vector. U equals to, here the upper number tells me how many of i's vectors are in u, and the lower number tells me how many of j's vectors are in vector u. Now here, for example, we have 2 i's plus 3 j's. You can see that each vector, once again, in the xy coordinate plane can be represented as a linear combination. In this case it is minus 2i plus 3j, which in column form we can write as, here the upper number is minus 2, the lower number is 3. Here we have a vector of coordinates negative 2 and negative 2. And here is the vector of 1 and negative 2. And so once again, each vector can be represented as a linear combination of two base vectors. Now if we analyze vector in three-dimensional space, we'll add another vector. It will have then vector I, j, and the next vector along the third axis, which we usually call k. And then the vector will have 3 components. These numbers here are components or coordinates.